Our final chapter for this course provides information about tours and packages. When somebody mentions a tour, what do you think of? Is your reaction positive or negative? Well, if your reaction is negative, you're not alone. When they hear the word tour, a lot of people think of a group of people, mostly older, traveling in a bus and being herded around tourist sites by a person holding an umbrella or a sign on a long stick. Doesn't sound that great, does it? A fully escorted tour conjures up this picture, but even escorted tours are changing. Let's talk about the many options that are available with tours and packages. First, what constitutes a tour package? It's a travel package made up of two or more components purchased as a unit. A very simple tour package might consist of a flight and a car rental, or a flight and a hotel, or it might include many more components. It's a travel package that has been pre-planned and pre-packaged by a tour company or tour wholesalers. Terms are often used interchangeably and sold directly or through travel retailers to the public. As you're starting to see, tours vary considerably in scope and price. A fly-drive package to Hawaii with pleasant holidays is a much different tour package than an around-the-world trip by private jet offered by Travcoa Tours. As previously mentioned, tours may include two or more different components such as transportation, accommodations in a variety of hotels or other properties, meals, sightseeing and special activities, guides and/or escorts, transfers, and amenities such as a lay greeting or a welcome gift. Who creates tours? Tour companies may also be referred to as tour wholesalers or tour operators, but there is a slight difference. Tour wholesalers develop tours and sell through retailers, while tour operators develop tours and sell through retailers, but they also sell the tours themselves, and they may own or operate one or more components of their tours. Travel agencies may also develop a tour for a group or for an individual, or market their own custom tour. They may also sell space in their tour to other travel agencies or travel professionals. There are different types of tours based on the target market. Affinity tours appeal to people who share similar interests or have other similarities. Convention tours are for members of a corporation or other organization that are attending a conference or convention. Incentive tours are created as rewards for employees, usually hitting sales or other productivity goals. In addition, tours can be either prepackaged or custom. Custom tours are often referred to as FITs or foreign independent tours, although they don't have to be foreign. Prepackaged tours may be independent, hosted, or escorted. We'll take a look at each of these types of tours in more detail. We'll start with custom design tours. The travel professional customizes the tour for the traveler based on individual needs. Some tour companies will also customize their prepackaged tours for smaller groups. These custom designed tours are usually for leisure travelers and will cost more than prepackaged tours. A travel professional will charge a planning or consultation fee for putting the package together. There are a variety of models for charging fees. After the airlines cut commissions for airfares, more travel counselors started doing FITs. The simplest form of prepackaged tour is the independent tour. You don't have to travel as a group. In fact, you won't even be aware of the independent tour as a tour per se. You can typically start and return on any day, and you can choose your category of hotel. There are no pre-planned activities, although you may have a menu of optional day tours or other activities from which to choose if you wish. One example might be air, hotel, and transfers to a Mexican resort. A hosted tour is a bit more structured than the independent tour, although it may not be that much more structured. Once you arrive at your destination, you'll have a host to assist you, although the host is not your escort. You may be able to leave and return on flexible dates, or there may be fixed dates for the tour. Pre-planned sightseeing components may be included, and some may be optional or available by voucher. You may visit only one city or multiple cities. The escorted tour is the most structured of the tour types, although even the escorted tour is starting to include more options. With an escorted tour, you will have a person that travels everywhere with the group and takes care of the details. The escort may act as a tour guide in some destinations, or there may be step-on guides for each destination you visit. Typically, the group will travel together and stay together. Sightseeing is included, although some escorted tours are starting to build in more options and more unstructured time. Often the transportation is by bus. Some segments may utilize trains or planes. Escorted tours vary in the number and types of meals that are included with a package. Special interest tours generally focus on a shared interest or activity, such as adventure tours, eco tours, sports-oriented tours, either participation or spectator, cultural tours, or special events, such as the Olympics. Also, some tours focus on a particular demographic, such as 18 to 25-year-olds or families. If you're thinking about working in the tour industry, there are various options, including working for the vendor, being a guide, working at a call center, or developing tours, working for the retailer, booking and selling tours, or working for yourself, developing and selling tours. Although some people think they may want to develop a tour to sell, it's a very complex process. It involves many different steps, skills, and details. Besides planning and designing the tour, you must negotiate with suppliers, which may also involve traveling to other countries to develop relationships. You must also cost out the tour, which can be very complicated, and then promote it. You will need to develop documentation, and perhaps you'll conduct the tour yourself or hire somebody else to do it. Coordinating with the ground operators or suppliers of each component can be very time-consuming and complicated, especially if it's a destination with which you're not intimately familiar. It's much easier and efficient to select a tour company that offers a product that is acceptable to your clients. And as mentioned previously, many tour companies are willing to customize their tours, or some tour wholesalers will allow you to put together a customized tour yourself from a menu of options. There are many resources for researching a tour. Tour brochures are readily available online, and there are various publications and organizations that offer information about tours, such as Jack's Facts, the Specialty Travel Index, and the USTOA website. Once you're in the travel business, you will have opportunities to attend webinars and presentations hosted by tour companies, travel consortia, your host agency, and other industry organizations. And of course, there are familiarization trips where you can learn firsthand about a tour company and its products. When recommending the right tour, always sell value as opposed to price. Make sure you ask the right questions to carefully qualify the client so that you can propose a good match. Consider the itinerary, the pace of travel, group size, sightseeing and activities, the hotels that are included, and the number and types of meals. You should also understand the fine print or the contract, how the tour is priced, requirements and due dates for deposits and final payments, cancellation dates and penalties, and insurance or waivers that are offered. When selecting a tour supplier, look at your host agency's preferred supplier list first. Other indications of reliability are length of time in business, membership in professional organizations that have strict membership requirements, and of course, recommendations from other travel professionals or clients that have traveled with the tour company. There are several benefits for booking a package tour for the client. These benefits include known cost, usually a savings for the package as opposed to purchasing individual components, and inclusion of unique activities and experiences that are unavailable to individuals. Traveling with a group offers security and peace of mind, efficiency of planning, and expertise that comes with experience. Some people also enjoy the social aspect of traveling with a group. Benefits for the travel agency and travel professional include speed and efficiency in booking the tour and making arrangements, knowledge and objective advice from the tour supplier, reliability, especially when you're using preferred suppliers, maximum earnings and peace of mind, especially when booking with suppliers that have a relationship with the agency and travel professional.